part 2 of my Eurosummer vlog. We just landed in our last and final country, but we're kind of splitting this country into 2 different parts. So it's gonna be like the one half and the second half. First half, we are in the south of France. I just checked into my hotel room. I did not realize when I booked this hotel that it was going to be a brand new hotel when I booked it. And the lady was like, yeah, you're the first person to be in this room. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not, but that's what she said. And she said that they just opened either yesterday or today. I couldn't really understand there, but it seems to be brand new. So here is the hotel room. I'll be honest, when I walked in here, it was more so giving that the hotel had been remodeled, not that it was brand new. I think those are 2 different things, but it's still very nice, so I will show you. Okay, you walk in over here. This is the bed. And then there is this outdoor terrace spot. It actually is a really cute little view, but there is just bird poop everywhere. So I don't foresee myself, there's one there, there's one over there. I just don't foresee myself using it because why is it not clean? There is a full body mirror, period, and then this like storage space. Here is a mini fridge as well as a safe. You pop that open and boom, it is a classic. There is a TV as well as a coffee and tea station. And then back this way is the bathroom. Here's where I started to be like, it's not giving brand new. But here is the shower as well as the toilet area. And there's more windows, I think balconies over here. Actually, let's test it out. No, this is locked. You cannot open this. Sink area over here. They also left me this super cute note on the bed. A few chocolate cookies, and I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I have a severe nut allergy, so I will be leaving these right where they are. They also gave me this bag of fresh lavender, and it literally smells amazing. So this is the actual hotel room, and then I'll show you like the lounge space and the amenities next. Okay, so here's the amenity spaces. This is like a lounge area, and then there's also some like high dining up here. There's a bar right here, which I believe she said is not open yet. I think she said they're still working on it, so it's not going to be open for a while, which would make sense because there's no liquor in these whatsoever. And then this is where the breakfast is served every morning. They said that it's 16 euros, and then there's an outdoor space here as well. And then this is the gym space. There's a treadmill, elliptical. They're obviously still working on it, but the bike, there's some weights in here, and then there's also a sauna that they're working on that is not done yet either. Pretty like functional for some of like the basics things that you want to get done. Okay, I just finished getting dressed, but I realized I should give you a little bit more context on this leg of the trip. So Eurosummer for me is 2 weeks long. The first part was London and Croatia, and now the second part is in France. I'm spending 3 full days in France. This is a half day because I just got here about 20 minutes ago, and it is like 5 something right now. And then I leave on day 5 to go to Paris, and I'm spending 2 days in Paris, including my birthday. So super excited for the second leg of the trip. I'm also doing the first part of this leg solo. So south of France, I am solo traveling. So I'm not going to be posting in real time. I'm going to be super aware of my surroundings, all the things and all the tips about solo traveling. I feel like a lot of people ask like, oh, like I don't understand how you solo travel. Do you not get nervous? Do you not get scared? I am petrified. I actually get very nervous at the beginning, especially when I'm not very familiar with my surroundings, to the point where I pulled up to my hotel and I was like, I could just order in and just chill here, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to explore. I'm here to see a different part of the country that I've never seen before, and so I'm going to push myself to do that. Obviously, you have to be smart about it. You have to be safe. You have to be aware of your surroundings. I'm going out now before the sun goes down, and then of course, if it gets dark before I get finished, I'm going to Uber back and not walk back. I'm gonna walk there because it's about 20 minutes and it's still light outside, as you can see. However, if it gets dark, we're not going to be walking to save money. We're literally just trying to make sure we protect ourselves and stay alive. So I'm about to go to Old Town Nice, which is about 20 minutes walking, about 8 minutes driving from here. Apparently there's lots of shops, there's lots of restaurants, a lot of like colorful buildings and things like that. I just want to get out and explore a little bit because I know I have limited time here. I just want to see what I can see while we're here. My first stop before I even start walking toward Old Town is to find a coffee shop because I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Our flight from Croatia, left at around 8 o'clock this morning. So we were up at around 4 to make sure that we were at the airport in time. In hindsight, the Croatian airport was very small and we were there very early. But all that to say, I did not sleep much last night. And then my flights today, I had a flight to Germany, which was an hour and a half. And then like a 3-hour layover, and then another flight to Croatia, which is an hour and a half. I couldn't even sleep that much on the plane for real. So all that to say, I'm a little sleepy. I need a little caffeine boost. So we're going to get some coffee. Then we're going to walk to Old Town Nice, get some food, just see the sights. And I'll check back in with y'all later. Okay, I stopped for dinner by the beach at this place called Castalia. It's literally so cute. Let me show you what I got. Obsessed with anything and everything truffle, so I got truffle ravioli, and then I got some bread that's just complimentary, and then some red wine too. And then this is the view. It literally goes right to the beach. It is day 2 in the south of France. Right now it is Monday. It is currently 10:55 a.m., which means I got a very late start getting out of bed. I honestly just needed a very slow day after it feels like we've just been running around, bouncing around a lot, and I really just needed a slow woosah day to just relax. Just relax and take it easy. I actually woke up around 8 a.m., but I just needed to lay in bed. I just needed to mindlessly scroll and just take it easy going into the day, because it's been a lot of rushing around. And one of the best parts about being able to travel solo is that your schedule is yours. You do not have to check in with anyone. You can sleep in. You can be late if you want to, because there's no one that you're waiting on but you. Today, we have a little bit of a busy schedule, and I honestly should have got out of bed a little bit earlier than I did. We are about to take the bus to Eze, and we're gonna spend maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes there. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see a ton in Eze like I wanted to do per se. I might do like a perfume class if there's any availability, but we'll go to Eze for a little bit, and then the bulk of the day will be in Monte Carlo, Monaco. If you don't know much about Monte Carlo, from the little research that I've done, it is extremely wealthy over there. Like, a lot of people that live in Monte Carlo are billionaires. Like, it's real rich over in Monte Carlo. So we're just gonna go soak in, manifest, and bring in those wealthy vibes. I'm just gonna like do a little bit of sightseeing. Maybe if there's like shops, I'll do a little shopping. I'm trying to decide if the best place to do shopping is in Monte Carlo or if it's in Cannes. I have no idea. So we're just gonna like do some looking around. I'm gonna get a croissant and some coffee to hold me over for now, and then after that I'm going to walk to the bus station, which is around a 25-minute walk. I need to find a way to get a travel card. I don't have a travel card, and I need that to be able to get on the bus and like scan it. So I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. This is like one of those moments where I'm like, maybe I should have got up a little bit earlier, because if you missed the last train leaving Monaco, you're stuck. Like, the Ubers don't operate in Monaco. Like, you can take an Uber from Nice to Monaco. However, you cannot take an Uber from Monaco to Nice. And if you cannot get on the last train from Monaco to Nice, you have to take a helicopter from Monaco to Nice, and that is not cheap. The last train out from Monaco is around like 9 p.m. It is currently 11 a.m. So I will probably get to Eze around like 12:30. I'll probably get to Monte Carlo around like 1 p.m. And I cannot foresee myself even staying in Monte Carlo for 8 hours. So we're just gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then we're gonna go get some breakfast and get the day started. We're making do with the fact that they don't have face towels out here by using their hand towels as a face towel. put this headband on because I need to stop at the store and get some more edge control today because I ran out. I got this white crop tee, I believe from Zara. I'm wearing these black shorts, I think from also Zara. And then I'm wearing these New Balance sneakers just because I want to be able to walk around. One of the TikToks I mentioned said that there might be like a couple of hills, XYZ. I just don't want to be in sandals and be stuck. So let's go get some breakfast and then let's try to figure out how to get on this train. Okay guys, we made it to Eze. Finally, but it was a little bit of a journey getting here, more so to the bus stop in Nice because I wanted to go to the first bus stop because it was like, oh, could get crowded. It was not that crowded. I would have been totally fine, but I walked for like 25 minutes. It was hot. I was sweating. I still am kind of sweating a little bit, but we're here in Eze now. We're going to go get a little drink. It is so hot here and just explore Eze a little bit. So let's go. Yo, it's all the way down here and I feel like I'm going to regret it when I'm coming back uphill. Okay guys, we are en route to Monaco. It is super hot. The bus leaving Eze was literally so packed because there's only like one bus per hour, so everyone was squeezed in there to the point where I was like, if my knees lock, I'm going to pass out. So that just wasn't good. But it was only like a 10-minute ride, so I'm not like super complaining. Now I'm waiting on the next bus that goes to Monaco. This one comes every 15 minutes and it's not super packed or anything like that. Like there's not a lot of people that got off at the last stop, so it should be a much easier ride to Monaco, and then it'll be about 20 minutes to Monaco, my very first stop in true Midwestern fashion. I looked up some of the things that were in Monaco and I just so happened to see that there was a Steak and Shake in Monaco. So I'm gonna go get Steak and Shake in literally one of the wealthiest countries or areas in the world. I'm going to go get a steak burger, some cheese fries, and a milkshake. Right now it is about 2:30. We should be in Monaco about 3:15, and then I still have like 6 hours to get to Nice before the last train, and I get stuck taking a helicopter. So let's go. About time that we head home from Monaco. It is super hot. I feel just exhausted and sticky. I just need to take a shower. I think I'm gonna chill tonight and watch Love Island because I'm a little bit behind. I'm like 6 episodes behind, which doesn't feel like a little bit when you think about it, the fact that it's every day. It's kind of a little bit. So my plan was to find somewhere where I could get a glass of wine and just like look over the water. But one thing that I'm noticing here is that they close down like just drinks at a certain time. The time is always arbitrary, and I personally think it is depending on, you know, the manager and like what it is that he wants and if you are black or not. But essentially the place that I wanted to go and get like a tiramisu, they're like, you can only eat here if you're eating dinner, not just drinks. So I'm gonna take that as my cue to go home.
Basilic, so it's not like with usually pesto. It's like you need to butter, oil, and some basilics.
Got it.
But
okay.
Here it's just dry basilic, so a little bit fine.
Thank you. Okay, we got an extremely late start today. Right now it is 6:06. I maybe left my hotel room about 3 hours ago. I went and got coffee, and now I'm at a wine bar. I'm gonna go get a matcha, and then I have dinner at a sushi spot at this place that I saw the very first day and was like, I want to try it. So I'm gonna get dinner there. And then my one mission for today is to get a creme brulee. This was a very much so rest and relaxation day, or R&R day, like my mom would call it. I just needed to lay in bed. I couldn't sleep last night, actually, which was weird enough because I was actually really tired, especially after walking around in the heat and all of that for so long. But could not sleep last night, so I went to bed around like 4 a.m. Woke up around 10 a.m. and then from there I played in bed. I told the housekeeper, no need, I'm gonna be in bed for much longer, and so she just like replaced my towels and went on her way. I just finished at the wine bar, so now we're on a mission to go find some matcha. Okay, I found on Google what looked to be the perfect matcha shot. 4.9 stars. Walk in, there is what looks to be the devil on the shelf. I rebuked that. So we're going to the matcha shop that we went to the first day. I tried to give something else a try, didn't work. Oh, good morning, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm actually really excited for today. Yesterday, as you could see, I did just about nothing. Yesterday was very chill, and I low-key had a little bit of guilt yesterday as I was walking back to my hotel, because I stopped to get some creme brulee because I was like, oh my gosh, we're in France, I need to get a creme brulee. Stopped to get some creme brulee, and I had this like moment of, oh my god, I completely wasted a day. Like, I'm in south of France, I'm here for a vacation. This is like a vacation people dream of, and I just slept the whole day away. And I was really like disappointed in myself and just like got kind of sad about it yesterday. But I'm reframing that because I really think it was a restful day in preparation for today. Because today is not going to be restful. I decided that I am going to step out of my comfort zone and go to the Cannes festival. I'm going to the big creative festival that they have here. It's usually like for advertisers, but it's a really big event for like companies, for influencers, for celebrities. Like, a lot of people are just here, and that terrifies me. Like, that's not something that like I hear and say, oh my goodness, it's so cool, I need to go. Like, that makes me so excited. And it should, it definitely should, because I work in entertainment. I want to be a creative or an influencer or even a business person that would be considered to be invited to these things, and it should make me really excited. But I also have social anxiety, and it really, really scares me to do things that, you know, one, there's gonna be like a lot of eyes on you, that are like high profile, like all that kind of stuff actually really scares me. It just scares me to do things that are, one, very high profile, but also like there might be like eyes on you. If I do see someone that like I recognize or do want to connect with, how do you even start that conversation? Networking in general, it doesn't even have to be networking in the south of France, which is a whole nother layer because it's very wealthy over here. But even like aside from that, networking in any capacity just makes me incredibly nervous. And so I went to God with it, and I was like, if I'm not supposed to be here, if I'm not supposed to go, give me a sign. Like, let me know what I'm supposed to do, because I'm like, look, if God says don't go, you don't have to tell me twice, because I'm already nervous. I don't want to go. I'm not actually going to the official festival. There's a bunch of companies that are hosting like external events. TikTok is doing external events. There's a company called the Female Quotient that's also doing external events and panels and speakers and all these different things. So I RSVP'd, and I'm just going to some of those. I put it on Threads that I actually wanted to connect with someone while I was out here, and this girl that I've actually like, I think I followed her on one of her platforms for a while, and then she reached out and was like, oh my god, I'll be there too. And I was like, okay, cool. So we're gonna actually link up and go together. And I'm not gonna lie, my nerves are definitely nerving right now. And I've been trying to do this thing where I just like, when I am stuck between a decision, I don't know what to do, I'll just be like, God, give me a sign. Let me know if I'm supposed to be there or not. and he gave me a sign, and I think it might be a testimony one day, so I'm gonna share. So I have this little like sundress thing on. It's like what I'm wearing to the festival. It's not like super formal or anything like that, and the person that I'm going with actually went yesterday too, and she was like, oh, it's not that formal, like don't worry about it, it's just like there are a lot of people with like sundresses on, like cute day dresses, like you're totally fine. So I went and put this dress on, and then I had actually brought like a white button up as well, because I don't know why, I just like had brought it. I was like, okay, maybe if I put that over, it'll look like a little more dolled up. It's gonna be too hot for it, so I've decided not to bring it like in the last 2 minutes. That's what I've decided. But I hung it up because there's no irons or steamers in this whole building, which is something they need to work on. But I hung it up to steam it in the shower, and I asked God, just give me a sign if I'm, give me peace if I'm supposed to go, give me a sign if I'm supposed to go, if I'm supposed to stay home, make it clear. Because if you tell me to stay home, I'm staying home, because I want to go in the first place. But I hung up my shirt, and look at what I did. There's a literal lion on the tag. Like, it's literally the Lion Festival, and there's a lion on the shirt that I'm probably not gonna wear, but was considering wearing. I'm just touching up a little bit of my makeup now. It's gonna be too hot to be doing much of anything. So I literally just put on some concealer. I'm about to put on this tinted moisturizer on top of it, like just a little, because I really don't want it to bleed. A little blush. I put on a little eyeliner, and child, that's about it. It's too hot to be doing much of anything in here, and the lighting in here is not good, so I just don't even want to do too much. Keith Lee will be at the official festival today. Kai Cenat will be at the official festival today. Jordan Childs will be at the Female Quotient, and then Imani Ellis, she's the founder of the Creator Collective. She will also be at the Female Quotient. Let's go see what God has in store, because it has to be something. We'll see. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe the lesson is just me getting out of my comfort zone, and maybe there's nothing more to take from it. But I'm feeling hopeful, because I'll get into it one day, but I do feel like I'm itching for a change in a lot of aspects of my life, and maybe this is just the catalyst to do that. So I'm gonna finish this makeup real quick, and then I need to hurry up and go catch the train. So I just need to like leave myself time to get there, get a coffee, and all of that before the girl that I'm going with gets there too. We're aiming to get to the sessions around 2, and then there's like a rose happy hour that TikTok is hosting that we'll get to around like 5, 6, I think. So fingers crossed. My goal is to get back to Nice around like 8. There's a place that my brother's girlfriend recommended that I've been wanting to try for dinner, and tonight's my last night to do it. So hopefully I can be back by 8, but we're just gonna go off vibes and see where the night takes us. So I'll check back in when I get to Cannes.
Yeah, like not
product. It's much.
Hi guys, good morning. Today's our last day in Nice. We only have really a few more hours here. I forgot to check in last night because I was so exhausted after the Lions Festival. The festival was so much fun though. We went to Meta Beach, which was like sponsored by Meta. It was like on a beach. There was drinks, there was juices, all these different things. Then we went to an event sponsored by the Female Quotient, so it was a lot of different panels. I got to talk to Jordan Childs, which was like so fun. I saw Keith Lee as I was walking to the Female Quotient, and then when we were also walking, we hear the boy from Sinners. Where is he? And he was performing for Spotify, so we got to see that too, which was really, really cool. I think he's so talented. He's only 19 years old, which is insane. And then last thing that we did, we went to the TikTok house, and it was cool. It was just like very packed. You couldn't really move. It was just very like loud, very intense. I heard during the day it's more like events and panels and chill, but after like 5 it just turns into a party. It was a lot for me, and that's when I was like, I think I kind of want to go home. I'm tired. We're supposed to go out, and it was tricky because the last train leaving Cannes to Nice was around 9:30. So like if you don't make the train, you just have to pay for like $100 Uber. And I did have people that I had like connected with on social media there, and they were like, you know, if we stay out, we can all just like take an Uber back to Nice, XYZ. And that was originally the plan. But like 8:30 came around, and I was like, I'm exhausted. I really just want my bed. Like, it had been a long day. The heat will really just get to you. We've been like walking in the sun. It had been like, I felt like sweaty and just disgusting. So like, I was like, I just want to go home. So I caught the last train home. It ended up being delayed, so I didn't even get home till like 10:15, 10:30. And then I was like, oh my God, I have not even eaten. I walked around Nice for like 20 minutes trying to find a restaurant that had something on the menu that looked like it was appealing to me. I just had no appetite. Like, food has been repulsing me as of lately. And if I didn't have to eat, then I like wouldn't. And last night was one of those nights where I was like, I'm not even about to force it. I'm not hungry. Nothing sounds good. So I got a Lipton peach tea. And that was my dinner. All that to say, I woke up this morning. I'm still not super hungry, but I'm like, you do need to eat something before you get on the plane because we're going to Paris. My flight leaves at 1:15. I want to be leaving my hotel by like 10:45, 11. Right now it is, you can see my watch, it's 9:26. So we have about like an hour and a half-ish until I want to be on the plane. I literally just spent all morning packing, getting my stuff together. This is the part of the trip where I'm really stress-free because I have 2 bags. So I always travel, especially when I travel internationally, I always travel with this little green bag because my suitcase is usually under 50 pounds. But then you start buying stuff and then it's not under 50 pounds anymore. So I'm gonna use this green bag, has like my shoes, my toiletries, some of like the heavier stuff, and then my suitcase has the like clothes and stuff in it. For this flight and my flight back to the US, those are my last 2 flights, I have 2 checked bags, a carry-on, and a personal item, which for Europe travel is basically unheard of. So that is all included in my ticket price. So now I'm chilling. I'm literally chilling. I low-key might buy another bag because I'm like, am I gonna go shopping in Paris? We'll see. I might go shopping in Paris and we might need a little more space. But maybe if I just like reweight and put the really heavy stuff in the duffel, maybe it'll work. Right now we're gonna go get some breakfast. There was this coffee shop around the corner that I've been wanting to try since I got here, but my appetite has just been bad, and they have like croissant sandwiches. I love croissants. I just have not had one since I've been in France, and a croissant sandwich doesn't completely repulse me right now. So we're gonna go do that, get a coffee, and then it'll be time to go. To our last and final stop of the Euro tour. I am in Paris because I just wanted to be in Paris for my birthday. We're here a lot later than we were actually supposed to be here, so I was supposed to take off from Nice at approximately 1:15 and get here at approximately 2:30. I did not land until about 4. We were delayed getting on the plane. Then we got on the plane. I literally took a little brief nap and woke up. We were still on the jet bridge. From what I could gather, it was just like too many planes and we were just kind of sitting. There wasn't anything wrong with the plane, which I was grateful for, but we were sitting there for about 40 minutes, so we got delayed. Then getting out of I flew into, I don't even know what it's called, Orly, or O-R-Y. I flew into there. Getting to the Uber spot was a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be because I followed the rideshare app sign, which is like intuitive, but apparently that's only for certain apps, and I don't know if like Uber is more regulated here. I have no idea what the whole situation is, but I had to go to like a different departures pickup to even get picked up. It was a lot. It is currently 5:12 p.m. so we're here a lot later. Right now, I just got back from the front desk because I got in here and my AC is not working. That won't do. Paris is hot right now. Right now it is 87 degrees in Paris, so I will not be able to sleep without AC. He told me to try some type of reset and to give it 10 minutes. I don't know what is going on here, but there's not even anything blowing even after I did the reset. He told me to give it 10 minutes, so I'm gonna actually wait those 10 minutes out in the little lounge restaurant area because I get like free snacks and drinks in that lounge, and I just do not want to be in here hot. So this thing has about 10-15 minutes to kick in. Otherwise, we're gonna have to switch rooms. I'm staying at the Oko hotels. I've never stayed here before. I actually don't know much about this line at all, but I was able to pay for it through my Chase points. The room is nice. The hotel is a little dated and definitely not the best hotel I've ever stayed in. The room is actually pretty spacious. So it's a queen bed, and there's like a bathroom space, there's like a desk space, there's actually a little like couch space right next to the bed too, which I think is useful for like not wanting to sit on the bed in your outside clothes in addition to the desk chair. So I think that that's like a nice touch. We're gonna go figure out this AC thing. It does not feel like it's getting cooler. I cannot sleep in the heat.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, guys. It is day 2 in Paris. Well, technically like full day 1 in Paris. I took it very easy this morning. Right now it is 11:50. I woke up at like 9ish, but I was like, let me just get some stuff done, like just chill for a bit. And now I'm about to go out, hit the town. On my to-do list today, no surprise, first things first, always go get a coffee. Then I'm gonna try this Italian restaurant that I think we were supposed to try yesterday, but long story, we basically wanted to see the Eiffel Tower light up. So we went and got dinner by the Eiffel Tower. It was absolutely horrible. Like, we could tell it was a tourist trap by the prices, but we were like, okay, we're here. We just like want to get something quick to eat. Nothing could have prepared us for the quality of that food. It was disgusting. It was actually so bad that like I ordered a Caesar salad. I was looking at the menu and I was looking at the reviews and I'm like, oh my God, like this is actually a really bad decision. But we were there, it was right next to the Eiffel Tower. We weren't like starving, we didn't need like a full meal. And I'm looking at the reviews and they're like, bad, bad, terrible, bad, overpriced and bad. Like it was just bad all across the board. And I was like, let me just get something basic like a Caesar salad. It was not a Caesar salad by any means. It was a garden salad with like ranch. The croutons, I swear, were like aged. I have no clue who's in the kitchen back there. It's giving like, we have the space, let's use it as a restaurant and make some money. Like that's really what it was giving, because there's no way that should be able to be called a restaurant. Another restaurant that we were looking at last night, it's like an Italian restaurant. I really just want some carbonara. I'm gonna go to that restaurant and then I'm gonna do some shopping. This is the day that I get to do some shopping. I don't even know if I told you guys, tomorrow's my birthday. So weirdly enough, I was on Instagram and I saw a friend post that he was in Paris, and I texted him. I was like, I'm here too. So we're gonna link tomorrow. It's Set de Musica, I think is what the festival is called, but it's a big block party. It's gonna be really fun. So I'm gonna go tag along with him for tomorrow and just enjoy my birthday in Paris. Lunch. I am currently walking. So I want to go shop. I have not shopped since I've been in Europe, and I had to walk past the Eiffel Tower again to go shopping. It's actually just as pretty in the daytime as it is at night, which is crazy. We're going to go to the Louis store. I heard the Dior store here is really nice. The Kith store. We're just gonna see what we have. Hi guys, good morning. Okay, today is my birthday. I turned 29 years old today. Basically 30. A little bit concerning, but where we are. I am currently rushing on my way to Nobu because apparently, even though I turned a year older, that does not mean my habits get better. And I am currently running slightly late to a reservation that I booked a long time ago. It started at 2. It is 2:02, and the only reason I'm concerned is because here in Paris they will close things after lunch and then open them again for dinner. So 2 p.m. on Google, the website basically says it's closed. My reservation's at 2, so I'm hoping that I will get a little bit of a grace period, but we don't know. This morning I took it very easy. I didn't really want to do much of anything at all. I ended up leaving my hotel around like 11 and then took an Uber to, I don't even know what this area is called, but where all like the shopping is. Grabbed a few things from Louis. Some things are for me, others are for my mom. And now I am walking to the Nobu in Paris because I'm on a mission to try every Nobu in the world because I'm obsessed. A lot of people will be like, I don't need to go to Nobu in every single city. And I get that, I really do. It's really just overpriced sushi, but to me it is so good. So I'll keep you posted. Hopefully they let me in because it's 1:58 and I still have 4 minutes to go, and hopefully it's not actually closed. Also, fun fact, my dog loves edamame just as much as I do. He deters my edamame up, so I always pop the seeds out for him and give him some edamame. Like, if I put this in front of him, he would know exactly what it is. This is my favorite Nobu meal. This is low-key become a tradition for my birthday. Every single year I will go to Nobu, and if I get nothing else, I will get this crispy rice and tuna and an espresso martini because they're both very good at Nobu. Like, this is for sure one of my favorite things to eat. It literally never gets old, ever. This is the second Japanese restaurant I've been to, and they've been like, fork and knife or chopsticks, okay? Chopsticks are okay. Thank you. Okay guys, good morning. I literally cannot believe, I feel like it was just yesterday that I was on here talking about how excited I was for this trip and how this was going to be like the best Eurosummer trip that I've ever had. And it was amazing. I had a really great time. However, it is time to go home. It's time to go home today. I'm heading back to Los Angeles. It is 7:38 in the morning. My Uber is pulling up downstairs in about 5 minutes. So it is time to bid you, what is it, au revoir, goodbye, all the different things. I'm currently headed back to LA. Unfortunately, I could not get a direct flight on Delta from Paris to LA, so I have to stop in New York, which is just so frustrating. Like, I really would just love to go home directly, but I have to stop in New York for about 2 hours and then do the 6-hour trek from New York to LA. My plan is to knock out on this flight and then try to stay up for the flight from New York to LA to kind of readjust my sleep schedule, because today is Sunday, June 22nd, tomorrow is Monday, June 23rd, and technically I have work. So I'm not leaving myself, oh, that's my alarm that says go downstairs. But I'm technically not leaving myself a ton of adjustment period time, but it'll be fine. This week is probably gonna be a pretty rough week getting readjusted back to work, but worth it, very worth it. I had an amazing time in Europe. I had an amazing birthday. One of my friends that I grew up with, I saw on his story that he was just in Paris, and so we linked and we went to the music festival. It was so many people, but I had a great time. And then I did not even tell him it was my birthday because I don't love all the hoopla around birthdays. Like, I just wanted to have a good time, and I had a great time. And then toward the end, he had seen like one of my friends post and was like, "Is it your birthday?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You should have said something." And I was like, I just didn't want to. All that being said, let's get ready to go home. I don't know if anyone else does this, but when I have a very long travel day ahead, I will set a timer on my phone to show me how much longer until I'm in my own bed. So this is my timer, 23 hours, 8 minutes. I'll be in my own bed and not at the airports anymore. So let's get to the airport because this Uber driver will leave me. I'm so excited I got to share this trip with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for caring. I will see you guys next time. Bye.